up? What's new? What's the weather like in your area? Here it is very windy today. I don't know why, but it's just a weird thing that one day there is earthquake and another day it's too windy. I honestly don't know what else can we expect in this city. Like seriously. But it's not just here that things are quite strange. It's all across the world. Um, there are weird weather patterns, and people cannot make sense of these events. And that's one of those things that, yeah, we should think about why these things are happening. Actually, some believe that, it's because humans are very sinful and we deserve to be punished, and that's why these bad events take place, earthquakes and other things. So some believe in such way. It basically just, I don't know, depends on what you have heard in your childhood. If your parents were religious, so for me, I'm not religious. Like, from my background, I would say I didn't grow up in a religious setting at all. That's why it's hard for me to accept such a mindset, that says, well, it's because of humans. And, well, some say, well, it's clearly because uh, the sin has overwhelmed the world, that the bad things are happening across the world because people don't care anymore, and the earthquakes are going to be more frequent across the world in more places in the future, and these are the prophecies. And it's very concerning because, well, first of all, you don't know when or how you are going to encounter the next earthquake. For me, I have encountered the first earthquake here some years ago, and it was a smaller one. But the recent one, just 5 days ago, last Wednesday, it was pretty bad. Um, and so, you don't know when or how you are going to respond, and that sucks. So basically, humans don't care anymore. Um, People have stopped caring, and this is we don't know each other at all. Like just people, stopped talking to each other, in a sense that no one cares. And so I don't know what to say, but we are heading towards more difficult times as time goes on. No better times. Let me tell you, no day is better than the previous one. In fact, I started to miss COVID times, even though it was quite bad, to wear a mask. But it's, compared to the current time that we live in, it was somewhat better. I don't know why things are getting worse as we go along, and I honestly don't know how when it's going to stop. To be honest, I don't want to go on and carry on that much, because what's the point? Who cares? And the second thing is, if the world remains the same, evil and sinful, what's the point? People say do good and maybe, but it's so little in this world. If I mention the case of Palestinians or something, or the Ukrainians, how would it help them? Okay, you can think of those people, but, you can't help them. And sometimes you yourself would need help, but nobody helps you, right? So it's one of those cases that, people just have stopped caring to the point that, well, it doesn't matter if somebody falls, um, somewhere, like they don't care. Nobody picks another person up. This is the reality, and it's not going to change in the world. In fact, divorce, not only Ukraine, but also the, Israel and Palestine case. Just people cannot make peace with each other because religion doesn't allow them. I don't know, it's just the mindset. People have such a strong mindset that they just cannot um, love their neighbor. Seriously, what can I say to you about it? If somebody hates their neighbor, it's not going to, reach, a good result. It's going to be painful for both sides, and nothing gets better. It's just, I'm just starting to think that, what's the point? Our lives is so futile, it's everything is just, we have to respond to bad stuff. Also, not just natural disasters, but when people treat us in a bad way, or other things. And for what? What's the point of that? We are not going to live forever, and I'm glad I don't want to live forever. And so I'm just saying this, that some say it's, the creator wanted to test all of us, that, whether or not we would obey, or we would be good people, inverted commas, good people. But actually we are not good people. But I'm just saying, what's the point of, going through trials, and you realize you are always alone in those things, and it's just pointless bullshit. Hello, how are you? Where are you from? uh, Merhaba. I don't know whether or not I should say anything in Turkish, but given that sometimes some people bully me for nasılsınız? How are you? Ne var ne yok. Bugün hava İstanbul'da çok rüzgarlı. Today the weather in Istanbul is very windy. It's crazy. You can see it in the videos, and I'm just thinking to myself, gosh, what else can we expect next time? What's going to happen? So nothing is normal anymore. Nothing, absolutely nothing is normal. Everything is just all around the place. And yeah, in the crowds, it's so stressful that, when you try to get out of the tram and it's so crowded, in the morning it's jam packed, it's so full that, and you just, ask, please, politely, and the people, they just don't care that you are trying to get off the tram. It's just so crowded that, people just ignore you, what experiences you have. They just, yeah, everybody is like a robot. People don't feel anything. People don't feel anything anymore. It's like, robots. People don't have emotions, and everything is just, I don't know, very dull, boring, and yeah, a huge crowd of people, but people don't care about each other. This is a very another thing that sucks is, when, difficulties happen, why is it that people have to raise the prices of, for example, like, uh, a kit, that a first aid kit or something in case of an earthquake. Why do they raise the price of that? Just because earthquake happened just few days ago. Why do they do that? Ah, because they don't want to help people, because some people just want to gain money. It's just an awful situation in the world that people have no conscious, no guilty consciousness over what they do. They don't think about, oh, they just think, oh no, they would get rich, and then who cares about the other people? And it's just such a horrible case. I don't know what to say. It's disturbing. um, and so I don't know what happens next, but it's just not a good thing. The future is not doesn't look bright. Maybe you think, oh, but if something happened, maybe in a couple of years there would be a bigger earthquake. Yeah, it may be that in a few years' time, who knows? But it still sucks, let me tell you. Experiencing earthquake is not really a pleasant thing. Not because I'm afraid of death, no. It's just the experience itself is not pleasant. Like, you don't know where exactly, like the moment when it happens, you can't be prepared for it. And when something around you breaks, like you hear a noise, and and I'm the type of person who doesn't like too much noise, in a sense. So when something breaks around you, it scares you. So it's not about death. It's not what the person is afraid of necessarily, but just the experience itself is not pleasant. And yeah, this is the case here. So who knows what happens in your area or in other areas, we don't know. But the prophecies are not good, and I don't want. And yeah, we humans, we are guilty. But yeah, if that's the case, why can't we just peacefully die? Why can't we peacefully, pass to the other side of, you know, the afterlife easily? Why cannot? Why do we have to wait for so long? I wish I wouldn't need to wait so long, because I'm just tired of everything. I don't have hope. I'm stuck in this place, and there's not really any type of future. And I'm not young. Maybe you are young and you think, oh, life is ahead of you, but it's not for everyone. Not everyone has the same, maybe you are beautiful, and maybe you have, I don't know, valuable skills and stuff, but I'm just not a special person. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up this live soon. If so, anyway, thanks for asking. There was a person asking how are you, but there was no reply. How are you? So I tried to say something in Turkish, but there was no reply. Merhaba, nasılsınız? Ne var ne yok? Bilmiyorum. Nerede yaşıyor bu kişi? I don't know where this person lives. Somebody wrote this message. I have no idea. Seriously, I don't know the people on this platform. It's very disturbing. I receive all kinds of crappy comments from people for no reason. I don't do anything against them. That's the thing. They lash out at me for no reason. I don't do anything against them. And seriously, I don't know. People are very I don't know, strange these days. You can't really talk to them much. It's like um, everybody is, I don't know, is in their own worlds. You can't really talk to people. They don't want to talk, and I understand because of hurt. People can hurt others, so they don't want to share anything. It's understandable, but it also sucks that, you can never know, anything, never have a good experience talking to people because they just hurt you. And if they hurt you, it's, yeah, you try to forget the hurt, but you can't. Actually, I'm the type of person who remembers the hurt. If somebody hurts me, I remember that person. I don't take revenge, but I remember the hurt. And that's the sad thing. That's why I'm so sad all the time, because I don't forget. So the person shouldn't be afraid that, I don't take revenge, and so the person is all right. The person who hurts me actually doesn't get punished. I don't know if God punishes the person who hurts me. I have no idea about that. But I haven't seen any person who really hurt me in this life punished at all. There was no such case. And this is for me, it's a very saddening experience that I never see divine justice in that sense. Like, I don't want to hurt anyone, but I get hurt all the time. And I don't know what to say anymore. So people are this. They are going to twist everything. It's cruel human nature. People lie. People say bad things, they lie to another person's face, They say better words than actually they don't mean anything. And this is an awful human nature. And I don't know. I hate it so much. But yeah, I wish I were gone to the other side. But my wish wasn't granted. The earthquake didn't kill me. So yeah, I got to wait longer. So I'm sad. And you wouldn't miss me, like you abuse me on my channel. I don't do anything against you, but I receive all kinds of crap comments, and I'm tired of it. I'm seriously, yeah, I just don't know what to do. I can't, block every single person, but it's just very tiring that when you wish that one day you would be pleasantly surprised that somebody, I don't know, there's not really just stupidity in the world, but you find out people act the same way as they have always been. And that's the thing, humans don't change. And so yeah, it's anyway, closing line. So take care and don't be mean to anyone. So not just to me but to others, because this world is already full of hatred. So bye.